go. Light arm was in the way. How's it going, shipheads? It's me, Jody LaForgery, Cheap Engineer. Welcome back to Trek Mods. Check it out. We got the 7D cattle Bruiser hitting the stage here. So, nobody's here. Maybe I'll just wait a little bit. No one. Oh, got two people. Hello. How's it going? Sure, it's Mary and probably Cam and John. Zero. How's it going? Welcome to the ship show. Try this whiteboard here. How's it going out there? There's three of you. Thanks for tuning in. I know my timing is a little weird, but there was a misunderstanding in the scheduling today, so Oh, I was watching, just working on the Kingon 7D. So I'm just trying to smooth out my seams here. Had to do a lot of filling and rebuilding there, so it's still pretty rough. I put a coat of primer on it so I can see more on what's going on, see what I need to do. Turn this around so it points down for me. I don't know if my microphone's picking that up, but that's some thunder going on. We got a thunderstorm here. So there still feels like a bit of a line right here. So I'm expecting a few more people to pop over after the hour is up, because everyone's over at Canadian Starships right now checking out Andrew. I was looking all day. I didn't see anything posted from Andrew, so I thought maybe he was not going to be streaming tonight, because I thought I heard him say he was away for the weekend, but I was mistaken. So Andrew's on. Everyone's over there. But I decided I might as well stick to what I set up and started at 10 anyways. And just wait. So this primer coat I got on here is probably mostly going to come off. There's a lot of rough spots on this. That feels pretty good right there. Let's see if I can. It's like a little spot right here where it's a bit rough. Had to do a lot of filling right there, so there's some surface detail that got lost. It's barely showing up. So if I can even just get it a little smoother, I'll be happy enough. And also, I was away from the house for a bit, so I didn't get Andrew's message soon enough to be able to just reschedule my stream back in time. I had originally set it up for 11 o'clock, and then it started looking to me like Andrew wasn't going to be on, so I figured, why not go ahead an hour? And then when I got home, I got Andrew's message on Discord letting me know that he was actually streaming tonight. But no matter, I'm here anyways, just doing my thing. I'm not doing anything that interesting that anyone's going to miss out on. In fact, I'm stepping away for a second. Just need to get a fan on me. Hot. It's hot. It's hot. I'll go. It's hot. Yeah, the AC is like way over there on the other side of the room. Doesn't really make it to me. It's better. That's better like that. I'm talking about. I'd like to figure out how to get my camera on the other side so that when I'm looking down and working on the model instead of looking that way. You know what I mean? I'm looking over here. I'm not looking at what I'm doing, but I'm actually looking there. Oh, wait a second. Wait just a second. I bet you it's here. Because is my camera backwards? Where's the mirror my camera setting? Mirror. Mirror my camera. Framing? No. No. Whoa. That's a little better. Not bad. Okay. I can't find the setting to mirror the camera. It's possibly not in the settings. Audio, focus, wide, normal. Whoa. Hey, where did everybody go? What am I even looking at? Oh, I switched cameras. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Wait a second. There we go. Good thing there's nobody here. Good thing nobody watches this crap. That was embarrassing. That was real embarrassing. Okay, got these little, marker caps here. They got some cool little shapes and details on them. So I've already taken this one and made that into so that's gonna go right on there, just like that. That's gonna be my little weapon there. So I just gotta take this one and make it the same. Doing that in a little bit. So it looks like I still got quite a gap right here. So I'm going to use the valley hole out here. Okay, so I'm just going to get some water. Just a bit of water. So I was trying to learn from Ken again. Watched his Reliant project there today. His Reliant Buddy Build video where he's doing some plastic putty work, and it was already apparent to me that I was trying to use too much of it at once. I was trying to fill too large of a space with it. But in this case, it's just a little gap here, so I think it's going to work. there. Okay, not bad, not bad. So this primer I got is pretty thick, man. I don't know if I can maybe scrape some of it away before it gets too set in its ways. So that tip there is pretty rough. Hey, there's Russ. We got a fifth person. And we got Russ from Cosmic Quest Hobbies. How's it going, Russ? There's nobody here because there was a misunderstanding in scheduling times. I thought my friend Andrew at Canadian Starships was possibly not streaming tonight, so I moved my time up to 10. And then it turns out Andrew's on. So everyone's over at Canadian Starships watching Andrew at 11. They'll be redirected over here, but thank you, Russ, for joining me tonight. Russ says, how's it coming along? Well, I'll show you. I got a primer coat on it. So this is my 7D cattle Bruiser. Just do that. Show you up at the little one second, please. I'm trying to figure it out. There we go. So if I bring this up here, there we go. So there's the 7D. There's Cameron's here. Tommy's here. All right, so there she is. You can see I took the. You've seen the pictures of it. So I flipped the hull around. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get my little seams sealed up. So around here, I had to rebuild a lot of the top of the nacelle here. I had to fill that back in because I changed the location of the pylon. Right, this used to be mounted at the front of the nacelle, so I wanted that more forward facing, like a bird of prey. Right, so I got it in my head that this is the transitionary step between D7 and bird of prey. Right, so we got some more people joining us. Russ says, dang, LOL. Cameron's here. How's it going, Cam? Saying hi to Russ. Russ says, very nice. Tommy's here, following Ghost. How's it going, Tommy? Tommy's doing some pretty cool scratch build Franken chips over there, too. It's pretty cool stuff. Hey, y'all. Johnny's here. Too loud. How's it going, John? How's it going, Johnny? How's it going? How's it going? All right. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I'm just going around trying to smooth out, like right here, areas that are where I got it joined in there. So I got to smooth that out a bit. Got it all masked off. Most of this white primer coat's probably gonna come off. It went a little thick on right here. I almost started losing some of my surface detail. So I don't know what I might try to sand it away or scrape it away a little bit. Maybe wet sand it. It's easier to paint when it's raised. So I got a little plastic putty into there. This corner here could use a little bit of work. Just a little bit of Just a little bit of TLC on this corner here. So just rest it on that. Let's see if I can get in with something sort of the right shape. Got this like little sort of coney shaped file here. Just do that, a little rub. So Russ says, I'm working on my alien aggressor ship. That is awesome. Alien aggressor ship. That is cool. I'm looking forward to seeing your next video on that, Russ. I was playing around today with my editing program. Sometimes I like to take my drawings and I'll run them through my editing program. Just see if I can bring something up. Image file. Okay, let me see if I can do this. Starships. Okay, so if you guys saw I was playing around with some ideas, and I posted a picture a couple weeks ago of the intergalactic luxury cruise liner. So I pumped that. I took a photo of it and I pumped it through my editing program. And this is one of the effects that I got from it. The funny thing is, I like how it sort of made a name. Doesn't really make any sense. It's illegible, but it gives me like a registration number, 2974F / whatever. Should I make this big? How do I make this big? Tommy says, I started painting the weapon system on the big ship tonight and got a bit more done on the escort. Oh, awesome. All right. So yeah, Tommy's got some ships going on with parts of a bunch of different things. So Cam says that looks awesome. So this is the clay effect, right? So this is the one that's supposed to make it look like your thing is carved out of clay. So let me just find a different one here. It would be nice if this just stayed open. Yes, it did. Can I add multiple files at a time? One way to find out. Grab 3 of them. Control. Oh, okay, it'll only let me add one. Alright, so let's see, we've got this one. This one. Okay, so here's another effect. Can I make this? Oh, no. Hold on. back. Okay, we're back. I figured it out. All right, so back to this now. So what I'm trying to do is smooth out these areas here. So I got this top part. Feels pretty good, I'm sure. Could use a bit more work. Feels smooth enough. I'll just go over it a little bit more. Just try and make sure I'm getting it down to the plastic almost, right? So this whole thing was painted and primed, but getting down to the plastic again. That's okay. I can paint it, prime it again, light block it. It's just so hot. When I did this, it was so hot today, everything just stayed sticky and got really thick. All right, so we got this part here. So how rough that joint right there is. So I'm just gonna go with my sander. Try and smooth that out a bit. The way that I rearranged the components here, in order for me to have it straight, because these would have been, if I would have had this on straight to the pylon, then the nacelle wasn't straight. They were like, they were pointing away from each other, kind of doing like the duck stance thing. So I had to like sort of twist it a little bit inwards, and then that left a big step here with the bump. So I had to take that down and then fill it. So I just want to try to get that as nice as I can. Just go across the top here. Make sure that seam is smooth. Feels pretty good. Filled it with putty and then I light blocked over it, sanding most of the paint away from the surface, but there's still paint in the seam. So I put black paint in the seam, and then once that was dry, I put putty in the seam. So it's putty over paint. So a little bump right here still. Just try to smooth that down. Okay, you can't see it, but I can feel it. So I'm thinking when I go to paint that, it's really gonna stand out. When you got it like sanded like this with all the little streaks of paint, it just looks nice and smooth and flat. But you run your finger down there and you can feel it. Bit of a dip right there. That one you can probably see. It's like a scoop. It's like a little scoop. I have to be pretty precise with my putty pal to perfectly place it. I'm going to attempt to be pretty precise and perfectly place the putty. Hopefully it doesn't protrude. And I got this little dewey here. Get this little flat dewey, this little scrapey doer. That's pretty precise. It's not perfect, but it's a pretty precise placement. All right, now let's check out the inside because I know I did that side pretty good. Haven't done here. There's right there, right there. Okay, so I gotta try to like this. So I need to try to get down into here. Wires out of the way. I think I'll go with the okay, so this one's not quite a round file. It's sort of oval shaped. It's like kind of squished, a squished circle, so I can turn it different ways if I want to go flatter or more. I want it thinner or wider. I can just kind of turn it. So it's basically just some bumps of filler I got there. Glue. Get this file here, and then get in there with the soft sandpaper. Should be okay. Not really a spot you're gonna see it. Got these vertically. Usually this is like turned inwards a little bit. I wanted them vertical so you can see in there a little more. It's a little more exposed, but once it's all painted, it's gonna look different. That'll hide that. There'll be a paint change, color change. It feels pretty smooth, the tip of this actually. I don't feel any bumps. I'll run this bit down. It's actually not too bad. Okay, let's switch to this side. even need to worry about it right there too much, but I do got like a chunk right in here. Needs to come away. This surface is pretty rough still. So this file is real thin. I can get into the corner, but it's also not very coarse. So give me a nice smooth result here. Nice smooth surface. Just flatten that out a bit more. Yeah, it's not as flat as it could be. Just go with a slightly coarser file. I just want to smooth that out a bit. See, now as I'm filing into it, you can start to see the whiter spots there where it was pitting, where it was lower. And it's kind of still got like a hump to it. I want that flat. Ah, the sound of the file. Tis the sound. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Okay, so I'll just do a little bit more putty right there. Just to fix those dippy spots. So right there. There, that's more than enough. More than what I need. Just drag that across. Okay, so just wet this a little bit. So didn't notice until I put primer on here. Barely see it, but there's like a raised detail within these lines right here. It's on both sides. Interesting. I couldn't even see that at all until I put primer coat on it. Now I've gotten it all filthy. Gotten that all filthy with my filthy fingers. My filthy water. Yeah, my filthy fingers. other side, looks like we got a pretty, it feels smoother than it looks. I'm going to file it anyways. Get it all nice. Turn it like that. Right like that. Still sticky. Probably shouldn't even be messing with it yet. It's stuck. I'll take care of that after. What you got?
I'm making apple muffins.
Apple muffins? Ooh.
How many apples I picked from down the street? Well, that ate it.
Oh, what the?
That's what I was going to show you.
Dash.
How long's that been there for? I hope not too long. Oh, only 1 minute. Only 1 minute. Hi, Howard. Thanks for joining me. And thanks for that. Wow, man. Andrew's even here. Andrew, aren't you still on? Look at that, Howard. Wow, man. Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate that. Welcome to my stream. Welcome to the chat. I see people are starting to pour over. I guess Andrew says that's odd. Alec said it did the redirect. Alex says it was a black screen for a while after it ended, and I had to physically switch. Had to wait a little.
I wonder if it's because you were already started.
It was at an ending point, so ended a few minutes early. Well, all right. While I was watching, everything seemed to be working out for you okay, Andrew, so I hope you didn't encounter any problems towards the end after I had left your show to come and set up this. What I'm doing is I'm going around. I got some primer on this. Got a primer coat on here. It's a little thick. It was so hot today that everything went on all sticky. So this is all masked up. I got some primer on here, and I'm just going around finding the spots that need a little bit of work, like this seam right here. And watched Ken's tips and video. And he was giving me tips for the Vallejo putty. And it was already apparent to me that I was using too much of it in one spot. So just little bits at a time. Just gonna wet. I got a little thing here for burnishing stuff down. So I'm just gonna use that as like a little putty knife. Try to get in there. That was a little too much water. Seam work, Andrew says. That's what I was doing. Yeah, well, you're doing it right, though. Howard says it feels Michael Jackson's. It's black and white. Black, yeah, it's going to be black again before it's final color. Because the black primer I have really likes there's a detail here too. The white really shows me the details. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with like a sort of grayish green. I'm going to try to do like maybe something like this, but not as dark of a green. More like a grayish green. And maybe like a more muted sort of pastel sort of purple. Andrew was also doing seam work. Yes, he was. But as I said, he'd been doing it the proper way. So let me just try a little bit more of this. I won't wet it as much this time. Just like that. So I'm going to give it a couple minutes before I come back with the Q-tip and rub that, because I find whenever I do that, I just end up pulling it all out of there. So there's right here, there's no light leak there, but there's like a bit of a gap because this is a sort of a cap, right? The piece that I cut away from here actually put back where I cut it from, and it's shorter, but I put it on like a casing, like a shield. So I'm gonna get a bit in there. Just to smooth that out, make it look a little nicer, a little cleaner. Semi-professional? Semi-pro? Semi? Right there. Like that. Alright, get my unremarkable cotton swab right here. My swabbing unit. See, now that's not bad. See, I watch Ken, I listen to Ken, do as Ken does, get better results. Hey, there's Ricardo. How you doing, Ricardo? Shark's here. Hi, Jody, and everyone else in the chat. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you coming. I'm working on the Kingon 7D. So there's a bit of a gap right here, too, where those pieces don't quite meet. That. Other side. Still got lots of the thing here, so I might as well use it. Waste not, want not. See, now I only have to fill half of it. That thing fill already?
Yeah.
So it's thunderstorming out here, and it's already so damp that the 36 degrees Celsius with the humidex, plus it's pouring rain right now. So our air conditioning unit gathers about 8 gallons of water every day from the air. It's ridiculous. Constantly dumping it. Okay, so just do a little dot in there. A little dot in there. And there's a little bit of a gap there. There's Ken. Ken's here. Glad it's working for you. Thank you, Ken. I watched your Reliant build there, and I listened to your tips, and I already kind of figured I was using too much of it in one spot at once. I figured that was my problem. So, use other stuff for that. It's pulling the fuzzies out of my my cotton swab. My swabby. Ow, that was my elbow. Did you guys hear that? Wasn't my elbow. But I did mess up my back the other day, and I was kind of down and out for about 3 days. I started to be able to move again last night, stand up straight, walk around again. So I had a better day today. I'm starting to feel a little better. Missed out on last night's, well, I didn't miss out. I was watching last night's group stream. I was participating, just not there in person. All right, so we got another gap there, but the thing is, I need to, there's somewhat of a raised bump there. I should have smoothed that off a bit better before I put it together. So I have to turn that middle section around 180 degrees so that the box would still be at the back. And when I cut with the Sonic Saber, it sort of melted up the edge a little bit. And I guess I was so excited to glue it on there that I neglected to file the edge smooth. So it's just protruding up a little bit. Just going to go with this. Okay, so we got the top of it smoothed out. Throw this stuff down. Now it's being weird. Maybe I got too much water. It's hard to see, but there's a big space in under that I want to get filled in nicely. There's no light leak. There's just a gap in the seam that is ugly. Better.
Yes.
Better. Better. There's Alec again saying, hey, Jody looking good. Let's hope it doesn't mess it up. Let's hope, AI. Yeah, AI is not going to mess up this one. Unless AI stands for autonomous idiocy, because then I might mess it up. But yeah, Alec was getting a laugh out of my pictures I was posting on Discord today. I was running my drawings through the AI thing on my editing program just for fun. And it was giving me some pretty weird things. It was adding hands and arms to to my starships. It's weird stuff. Let's see. Here's one, because it depends on the filter that you pick, and sometimes it tries to do weird stuff. And it's because I have a piece on here that was sort of painted this beigey brown color. So I guess it thought that was supposed to be arms, and it kept trying to make this hands. It gave me hands right here a bunch of times, but this is the only time it gave me that weird thing there. So yeah, but it was fun. It was fun though. Sometimes I like to run the picture through just to look at it, and it gives you ideas, and sometimes it'll add a detail that maybe you never thought of, or you know what I mean? If your windows aren't perfectly drawn, it'll line your windows up. Just kind of makes it interesting. I like to see what it does. But I always start with one of my own drawings, so I'm not getting the computer to generate the artwork for me. I'm just getting it to mod the artwork, right? I'm all about modifying things here. If only I could learn to modify my own behavior. There's Steve. Steve's here. Yeah, add human limbs to it. I just showed that. Are there apple muffins going out to all your viewers tonight? I'm afraid not, Russ. There are not apple muffins. But if you go to our Discord, you can download a chocolate chip cookie. Mary made some chocolate chip cookies.
If Russ is at Wonderfest next year, I'll make sure I bring muffins.
There you go. Did you hear what Mary said? If you're at Wonderfest, you're getting muffins next year, buddy.
Steve, for all the boys.
Steve, expect muffins.
And cookies.
And cookies. Yikes. I hope that's not yikes to the cookies.
What? Oh, I said the cookie word.
That would be a show. Heck yeah. So I showed Mary's freshly baked homemade chocolate chip cookies last week, and everybody started requesting them. And Donnie said, send me some cookies. He said, email me a cookie for a joke. And I actually figured out a way to email him a cookie. I found an STL file online of a chocolate chip cookie, and I emailed it to him. Howard says, make sure you put your laxatives in Ian's cookies. I don't think I need to even put them in there. Do we? Right? Do we need to add the laxatives?
Put some sleeping pills in Ian's cookies.
There you go.
Just kidding.
Put some sleeping pills in Ian's cookies. And
I'm just kidding.
get them to slow right down. Wow. Come to 1, 2. Sleeping pills and laxatives. Oh, I slept like a baby last night. I shit my pants and cried all night.
That one's just for Howard.
I don't mind teasing Ian when he's here with me and he can tell me to go kick rocks or whatever. He's not here to defend himself, so I'm not going to be too hard on him tonight. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. My lights aren't as bright right here. This one here is pretty good, but that one's not quite as bright. Oh, sleeping pills and laxatives. Yes, yes, yes. Sleeping. Housekeeping. Housekeeping. Oh, muy bueno. Okay, so I could hook this up and turn the lights on, but there's no point in doing that. So I'm going to get to the interesting part right now. This water before I throw it all over the place. Okay, so disruptor cannons. Let's call them that. So I've already made one. So it's just a marker cap. Right? Cut it and shaped it. Fits right on there. Don't even need to glue it or anything. It's just rocking in the free world right there. Bibbidi bam, bibbidi boom. So that's going to be like a disruptor cannon. I'll have to putty that in a little bit. Howard says the story we would hear on stream of how he woke up with a brown pool in his bed at Wonderfest 2026. I don't know, that's not a story I want to hear. I don't know. I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy, let alone one of my friends.
So funny to see it.
Okay, so now I gotta duplicate that with this one. So let's get old Sonny Bessie out here with the HTM artifact on the sticker there. Courtesy of Howard. Thank you, Mr. HTM Warbucks, for sending me this. The first gift I got from you guys. Unbelievable. Sonic Saber. Thing's crazy. Alright, so I'm still on my original blade. Haven't changed my blade yet. Still got the first blade. Oh! Turn it on. Surprised they turned it off. Shaboom. Okay. So that gets cut down pretty flatly. So I'm just gonna cut right into the side of it, right along there. Just look at that. Good. Just checking the comments. Nothing to say. Put her up on the block here so you can see it. Like so. Alright, so I gotta take a lot out of there. See how crooked my cut was. Okay, now it's time for everybody's best friend. 1, 2, 3. Fret leveling me. Russ is saying, do you live stream right through YouTube or do you use an app like StreamYard? Yeah, I'm using StreamYard, Russ. I know that you can stream directly from YouTube, but I think there's many, many limits. Yeah, StreamYard is the easiest one that I've tried so far. It seems to be working pretty good for me. Most of the other guys use OBS at the same time as StreamYard. I think that's just because they want to be able to control their cameras more. But I don't really have that kind of technical knowledge to be doing that in the first place. I just figured out how to add this camera like last week. It's my Samsung Galaxy 9 phone. It actually has a pretty decent camera, so I figured out a way to get that working as a webcam, just using a program called Camo Studio. So you get Camo on your phone, and then you get Camo on your computer. You run them both at the same time, and you can either do it wirelessly over the network, but I got mine plugged in. I find it's just more reliable of a signal. I tried it on Wi-Fi at first, but it was giving me problems. And my desktop computer is not hooked up to Wi-Fi. It's directly plugged in. So if I wanted to use my webcam phone on Wi-Fi, then I would have to use my computer on Wi-Fi as well, because it needs to be on the same network. I'm sure it would probably work on the same network because they're coming from the same modem or router or whatever in the first place. I'm sure it would work just fine. Okay, so one more thing. I got to angle this. Oh, there goes the bird. Time for the bird to get angry. Just going to line them up together. So yeah, we're trying to book this hotel room that has a kitchen for next year at Wonderfest, because Mary's really good at making treats. She makes really good sweet treats. Everything she makes is good. There, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Fits on there fairly well. It's not bad at all. Get on there. Get on there, you dirty little rugby bastard. Come on. This one on. This. That's rather spiffy. Sorry about that. The diffusing ring just popped off my light again. I guess I'll have to glue that. That's not bad. That's kind of cool. What's the range I can connect my phone to? I don't know, bud. I never used my phone on StreamYard before. I'm only using this phone as a web camera. StreamYarding through my... I'm StreamYarding through my computer. Have you ever StreamYarded? Alright, so I got myself a nice little disruptor cannon, so we can picture that with some different colors. Hi, buddy. Want to say hi? Say hey, shipheads. Hi, shipheads. You say good night? Come here. Come here. Hi. Look up. Look over there. Hey. What's up? How's it going? Say hi, shipheads. Good night, Tori. Good night, buddy. Everybody say good night, Tori. Night, Tori. Bedtime for the birdie boy. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and glue those on. Glue it on, man. Glue it on, man. Come on. So I'm just gonna get rid of a little bit of the. Let's see. Go on to like right here, right there. Just gonna get rid of a little bit of the paint here. So just so it adheres a little better. Adhere. I just want it to adhere. It's gonna adhere a little better. Do you like it when your glue adheres onto this? So my room is filled with helium. There's a helium leak in the neighborhood. A helium truck crashed down the street, and the whole neighborhood is French and filled with helium. Sorry, I get a little weird sometimes. I apologize for that. Cam says, good night, Tori. Hi and bye, bird, Alex says. Yeah, that was kid's bird, Tori. Fun fact, Tori is Japanese for bird.
What we're told.
Yeah, well, that's what the kid said. Kid said it means bird. Or does it mean flying or does it mean bird? I think it means bird.
Baco's the flying.
Yeah, Baco is fly. Baco is another bird. I know. I have a personal relationship to more birds than I really should.
It's bird.
It's bird? Alright.
Oh, because I thought it was funny. Because people usually give like pets or kids or things like that names that have like nice meanings and things like that.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be funny for his name to just mean bird. So I put it into a translator and flipped through a bunch of languages and chose the language that sounded most like it could be an actual name.
Yeah. Well, Tori is a name. Lots of people are called that.
I know, that's why
Now he's gonna get mad.
I don't really know why I named him for the purpose of a stupid bit, but I think it's funny.
19 years old, everything you do is a stupid bit. Teenagers, everything's a sketch. I'm lucky though. We got a pretty cool kid. She's very smart, intelligent, and just
Nice.
a real nice person.
Very,
Our kid's awesome.
very lucky parents.
Not like your typical 19-year-old these days. Glue! Why do you? I know there's glue in there. You're not empty. I know you're not empty. I'll get to your sticky innards. Where's my pin? I need a pin. I need a pin right here. Watch, I'm gonna poke it and it's gonna come rushing out of there. Oh, there's. Oh. Damn. Okay. Sorry for the drama. little bit of glue drama there. Right. Oh, not that far. I don't want it to go over my Bruiser thing. Just like so. Like so. Yeah, okay, so I guess I didn't need to scrape the paint from there. I should have been scraping the paint from just right here. You live, you learn. You scrape, you learn. You glue, you learn. Or not. Yeah, what the hell? Scared the shit out of me. This clip. This was clipped on the edge of my desk. This was clipped on the edge of my desk, holding a thing in place, and it just kind of exploded off the desk.
And it's funny to me because you don't scare easily, so.
Because I'm usually expecting everything. Things don't usually catch me by surprise. Alex says, I thought it was Mary. No, the clip just exploded, and it was like right beside me. It was right here. I don't know. The camera probably caught that. I don't know. Maybe we can go back. Rewind the stream, guys, and see what happened. That was weird. That freaked me out. Oh, freaking me out there, Marty. It's really freaking me out. Alright. Some blue on here. Right inside there. Right inside there. About to be there. Okay, that's not bad. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, there we go. So we got our whatever you want to call it, disruptor, freaking torpedo thingies. So that clip there was holding my wire for the power supply. So let's see if it's even. Yeah, I put it the wrong way. Of course. Okay, well, it still shines through the tape pretty good. In fact, it makes it kind of a cool color. Got tealy greeny there. he scared you? Going by how you jumped and cried out immediately. No, Alex says the red ants will be, or the pink clips will be your red ants. No, I don't think so. Unless they pop like that all the time and jump at me every day, then maybe they'll start freaking me out. But normally, I'm not afraid of the pink clips on a day-to-day basis. Pretty chill about them. It only freaked me out because it exploded directly beside me. I'll have to go back and find that because it was right here, so it probably showed up on the camera. Interesting. Alright, let's get rid of this off the screen. Now, so I'm going to need to spray this with primer again before I paint it. It's a bit rough right there. These windows that I drilled out. So I'll just take that surface down a little smoother. Oh, there's Tony at Tony's Magical Arts and Crafts. Hi, Tony. How are you? Thanks for joining us tonight on this weird little journey. Welcome to my ship show. I'm working on the Kingon 7D Cattle Bruiser. That's right, Cattle Bruiser. Because we've all heard about the legends of the cattle mutilations and speculation that it could have been alien visitors coming to Earth to try and learn and examine cattle. So, yeah, that was the Klingons that came and mutilated all those cattle in the 80s and 90s. And they used this ship. I'm going to take this mask off because it's like thick and it's getting soft, but it's preventing me from seeing if I need some sealant right there or some putty. Because I got like a weird gap right there. I can always remask that when I go to paint. I'm not going to be painting anytime soon. Let's take a look at that now that I got it off. Just get a little power there. Oh, that's not bad. That's actually pretty good. I think I'm happy with the amount of light that's in there coming out. You can see the bright spots here and there, but that's all right. Russ says, headed to bed. Get my beauty sleep. See you later. Well, that beauty sleep you're getting sure works good, Russ. Let me tell you, working good for you, buddy. Keep it up. All right, thanks for tuning in, man. Have a good night. And again, I'm looking forward to seeing your next video there. Everybody go check out Cosmic Quest Hobbies. There's Russ's channel there. He's making some pretty awesome scratch-built models. He's got his own universe going on with a whole backstory and a narrative and everything. And it actually makes sense, too. It's scientifically very sensible, and it's like really interesting. Russ is doing great over there. Let's go check out his channel. He does a lot of great work and it takes him a lot of time. So he works hard on his videos. So they're not as frequent as my garbage that I pump out here and force down your throats. GN Cosmic. Okay, Cam saying good night to Russ. I'm pretty happy with the way that looks there. I wasn't sure how it was going to look until I unmasked it. So apparently these lights are just white, but I'll probably make those red. I gotta clear those holes again. I think those ones will be orange. I like it orange. Just gonna unveil this part here. So this is the place where the stand is supposed to go on this model. But since I altered the model so much, the stand doesn't go there anymore, but I was left with a big hole. Where'd my light go? It's not lit up anymore? Oh. Maybe it's just too bright. This was lighting up really nice with like a nice glowing red ring. And now it does not. There's that part. I wonder what happened. I guess I lost my light inside there. Yeah. So much for that being cool. Okay, there's a little bit of stuff going on. There it is. A little bit of a hole right there. Didn't notice it earlier because I was looking at it from the other side. There, that's better. It's filled in all nicely. That's kind of a bummer. Because what I did was I put a clear piece of red plastic, but then I put the crystal on top of it, but with the backing still on the crystal, so it blocked the light, and I was just getting a glowing red ring. I posted a little short, and it was awesome looking, and now it's not awesome looking. But, you know, that's the way it goes. That's what happens sometimes. Yeah, Cam says, it looks like the light is out. Yeah, you seen it, eh, Cam? It was like really bright. But I didn't put a light there. It was just picking up the light that was inside the model bouncing around. So maybe some other lights inside my model went out? I don't know. I do like a simple 2-wire system so that if something goes wrong here, then these ones aren't going to be on. These are like at the end of the thing, at the end of the circuit. I do have my red covers here for my impulse drive. I do have that. What did I have that for? Maybe for something else. Fit right there. That'd be cool. There's like a red crystal. That'd be cool. Too bad it's too late though. I've already got that closed up. Well, go get a coffee then. Unless you're still at work. In that case, you work at a grocery store. Work at a grocery store. There should be coffee there for you to indulge in. It's too big. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that yet. Not sure what to do. I think I'm at the point where I have to repaint this. I can't do that right now. I got no content. I get another model out, but I thought I was going to be doing more work. Oh yeah, I do have a job to do. Forgot. Yeah, it's very important too. See these weird. I don't know what happened, but I scratched that, and there's like big gouges right here. I guess when I was filing that, I don't know. So I had myself. Have the box, please. Look at this piece of tape right here. Thank you. This piece of tape right here, which is the shape of that. So I need 2 pieces of plastic opposite this and that and or this. Let's see, that's not gonna do it. That's long enough. Yeah. All right. So we got indigo books. Okay, so I need 2 of these. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put some triangular details on here as like some hull plating. That side's good. That side's ugly. So I'll cover both sides. Make it nice and even. Stuck behind register for another hour and a half. Oh, that sucks. Can't get any. Don't you have any coworkers? Say, hey, someone give me a coffee. Give me a coffee, brother. Give me a coffee. Wow, look at that. That was interesting. That makes it easier. So I'm just gonna make it slightly bigger than it needs to be. Yeah, we want to do that. I want to cut into my delicate finger meats. Not my finger meats. Didn't know they had a film on those cards. Yeah, some of them do, some of them don't. Not every gift card has a film like that. They're all kind of different. I've encountered some before. Last time I didn't peel off like that because I had cut it up and made some little shapes with it. So I had to like sand it away because I glued it to something and then it separated from the film after I glued it down, which wasn't cool. So there again. Like that. You're not allowed coffee breaks? What kind of a place are you working at where you're not allowed coffee breaks? Oh, well, yeah, you get your designated break times for sure because that's the law. At least in Canada, we have laws that mostly protect employees and give us some rights. Snip. There a film on this side too? Yes, probably. Wow, that's new. Wow, this is weird. Now that that's gone, it's like really thin and flimsy. I suppose that's alright. Alright, whatever. Oh, oops. There's four people here. Now I gotta try and get the blue layer off of this side. You know what? I'm gonna use a different piece. That's too flimsy and weird. Looks like I knocked my camera there. Alright, so I'm gonna start over. So, piece of tape here like that. I can put it pretty much right up against the panel lines, which is good. Get my antler tool, mush it down. Bring it out a bit. So I get a much smoother cut if I go from down here. I should have put a fresh blade on. Son of a fuck face. All right, you know what? I got a template already. Screw it. Just use that. Be right back. Just looking for my marker. I can't find it. Just gonna- My light's weird, so I can't see my lines. Oh, I was gonna catch up on the comments, but we don't have any new comments. It's a pretty quiet one tonight. I know I'm a little boring. Not as exciting as the regular Friday night group thing. Just light up here. Yeah, 1 second here. There we go. Okay. So I want that right there. Right there. And I'm just gonna make a line with my blade. Sort of scoring it. Should be enough that I can just see it. Ruler. Like that. Guess I could take a little more off the inside right there. Just a touch thinner. That. Alex says new comment. All right, Alex, bringing some heat. Automated notification. A viewer has posted a comment to your channel. Sweet. All jokes aside, I'm looking forward to opening a package that Howard dashed me with that arrived today. Nice. I was about to leave for work when I saw it. Cool. Do you know what it is? Howard guy, he's way too kind and generous, man. But if you got something from Howard, then you should feel pretty special. You're pretty lucky. He's one of the nicest men I ever met. All right. Okay. So there, and then I got coming down. So I just want to cut that off flat. A little bit more of an angle. Right there. All right, that's perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy that. So I do it on the opposite side. Just pressing my blade in there where I can't scratch because it'll move. Try to run it alongside. So I'm just gonna squirt a bunch of times with the back of my blade. This stuff cuts very easy, so I don't really even need to use the saber for it. Can be a little tricky sometimes. Four scratches. Snap that, no problem. Five, six scratches, cut right through. Okay, let's ensure that they're the same not shape and size. Just give it a run across this for a second. Just to make the edges a little smoother. So we got one. This one. This one might be a little bold still. Seems like, yeah, it's a little. Just gotta fix that angle there. It's just a tiny, tiny tad thick. Just gonna take a little bit off of this edge. Just a little bit. So I'm not putting a lot of pressure on this right now. There. Going right through. Sorry about that. That tinny noise. It's a little bit loud sometimes. Okay, so that's better. Okay, so let's follow that line right there. There, okay. Get some glue on her. Hold that for a second. I still got lots of that lenticular plastic there with the ridges. I just didn't feel like getting it out. It's much more difficult to cut, and you have to be a lot more precise with it. It's not as forgiving as this. This is flat and smooth, so you can't see the imperfections as much. I just didn't feel like I love using it for clear stuff, but I didn't feel like getting it out, scraping it down. It's just a lot more work to use it. Just extra effort that's not necessary. Alex says it's either new clamps or the 123 blocks. He said in lumber yards that he sent them. Oh yeah, those little machine blocks with the holes in them there. See everybody using those. Alright. Okay, well, it's almost midnight, guys. Been on for 2 hours. Kind of messed up my scheduling, and you guys weren't expecting me on, so kind of out of stuff to do for now until I put another coat of primer on here. you know, one more thing. What I'll do. One more thing. I'll just do this. I'll just see what I can do here. I don't know if this is going to be too much, too thick. Probably is. But I'll do it anyways. I got a whole other tube of this that I got to go through before I get something else. So I'll shove it all in here. Come on out, son of a whore. Yes, son of a whore. Get in there. So who's all still here besides Alec? Everybody else still watching? It shows 5 on there. It only showed 3 a minute ago, so I was gonna pop out because I'm pretty sure one of them's my wife and one of them's my brother-in-law. And, well, they can just come and watch me if they want. They don't have to watch me through YouTube. Me. Cam's there. Steve's there. Me. Okay, Steve and Cam. All right, guys. It says 5. All right. Let's spooge this hole full of spooge. Let's put all the schmeg in the hole. There. So what I should do is leave it deep, like, you know, it's not proud, but leave it shy of the edge there so I can add some, fill it, because it's hard to remove this stuff. Use a blade. It's on such an angle, and it's a way, you know what, I can get in there with a nice sharp blade and probably make it look really good with the blade. So I'm going to make it big and build it up. I'm not going to worry about it being smooth because I'll go in with a razor and I'll just, you know what I mean? Just right over there. It right off. It all the way. Don't want to myself. Okay, let's see, this way. This way looks pretty good. Hey. Shove it in there. Shove it in there. Shove it in there. So this stuff is great if you can put it down neatly. If you don't put it down neatly, it's really hard on the colon afterwards. If you're like me and you want to use a lot and put it on thick. I know I'm not supposed to be doing that with this stuff. But as I said, I gotta use it before I get new stuff. So there we go. She's all filled in. Alright. So giving up on fixing the lights, we're going to need to plan out how to go about getting in to fix them. What are you talking about? The lights in here that didn't work? This one? Is that what you're asking me? I'm not going to be fixing that. I don't have a light in behind this. It was just picking up light from inside. And I don't know why it's not bright now. It was like, because there is one, well, there's a bunch right here, and there's one right here underneath. So it was really bright in there. So I don't know. I don't know. Why? Hey, I don't know. So that's not bad. So this my primer here is still. I should have just waited. Should have worked on something else tonight. I should have worked on the Cardassian ship tonight. But I want to get this guy done. I got it off the stand to do some work on that. So I got my stand. I'll be putting that back together. I'm gonna secure that in there really well. Secure it to the model because I kept working on it, so it was starting to get wobbly. It was starting to get loose right here, and it was getting wobbly on the end of the stand. So I took that out. I'll do the rest of the work on it like this. It's just easier to get in there and work on stuff. Okay, well, since Steve and Martin is still here, and Alec and John and Cam are still here, before I sign off, just show you putting my lid on my stuff here. My lid on this. So that's why it didn't work. Just show you the Miranda Hornet for a second. I'll show you where I'm at on that. This guy is almost completed. Just gotta finish the paint touch-ups, and I just gotta close in the top of that shuttle bay door right there. So let's get one on here. There. Alright, so we'll just take a quick look at this guy. So I want to do like a pin wash or something in the ends here, right? When you're looking at this with your eyes, it's only kind of fades off towards the back. There isn't like this perfectly square rectangle of lights that you can see. Because we all know what the camera does to your lights. So I'm hoping that maybe I can use some maybe some marker paints or a really thin pin wash, because there's grooves here. You can kind of see them. There we go. So we got some grooves, so maybe I can get something to mask in here so that it kind of more focuses around where the light actually is. This one's a bit loose. There's our little arboretum. Underside there. The orange crystals. Need a little bit more light block in here. A couple more layers of paint. Got our delta there. Got where the dish is going to go on that glowing pin. Let's see if we can get another little shot in there. Focus. Got a shuttle blade door on there. Nice new piece. We got our front dish. So I'm almost done this guy. Probably one more video in the series. This guy will be done. And I'll probably have that like next week. Because when you see my video come out, I had just done it. You're not seeing my video come out 2 months after or a month after I did the work. It's usually like the next day or a couple days after I've worked on it. I do the video. I don't like to store all the data and keep all the videos. So once I upload to YouTube, I usually delete my video and it's gone. And I don't want to get confused having a whole bunch of videos in production at the same time. So I just make one at a time. I edit it and get it out there and it's done. And then I move on to the next video to make. I can't do more than one video at a time. I don't have the experience and knowledge yet to do that in the editing, and you know what I mean? I'm still using my cell phone to edit videos because I can't figure out how to use PC video editing things. They're just too complicated. So one video at a time. I'll do the work this week, and hopefully I'll have the video by the end of next week because I won't be around next weekend. We're going to a music festival for the whole weekend. So the next time you guys see me, probably tomorrow on the group Sunday Fun Day. Tomorrow is group stream. I should be there. You guys will see me there. I'll be working on. Should be working on this one. I'm gonna go get another primer coat on here. It's got some sanding to do here and there. I'll do some wet sanding, take care of the little details, and then I'll be ready for the finished paint. So I gotta decide on my paints. I gotta use the. I have to use this. I gotta use this. Don't want it to just sit there and go to waste. So very nice of me to get it. So you guys were so nice to me. Ken was so nice getting that for me. I gotta use it. I gotta learn. Right? So Sunday is when you'll see me. That's it. I'm really tired. I've had a rough couple days. My back was busted. And apple muffins. Apple muffins. Did you get a muffin already, Cameron? Did Mary come down and give you a muffin? You dirty bugger. I can smell them. So I don't like apple stuff, but the muffins smell good. They really do. All right, so Cam's saying good night. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Cam. Thanks to Howard earlier, right at the beginning. Well, not at the beginning, but as soon as he came over, Howard gave me these. So thanks again for that. Really appreciate it. We got John and Cam here. We got Alec here. Stephen Martin was here. Tommy was here. Andrew stopped in for a hello, and so did Ken. Russ from Cosmic Quest Hobbies was here. And that's about it. So more people than I even expected showed up. Gotta get my scheduling correct and communicate with the other guys more. There's no days left for me to have like a regular stream on my own, so I kind of like following Andrew's stream. So it's a little late, but I usually do okay. I get enough viewers. Makes it fun. I'm rambling on, so I'm gonna go. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the group stream. And yeah, thanks. Have a good night.